dating vibrant women who has careers, who has something going on for themselves in order to take from them energetically and physically. You know what I mean? Like hurt them, harm them, bring them from being so vibrant and loving, you know, to actually being in despair and destroyed. Okay? I didn't even know I had like a little butt chin. That's not look into. So, with that being said, he is a part of an occultist team. Him, his wife, a couple of other men, and women, right? Now, mind you, my thing is, I have to look into my business because I started a business when I had met this guy, and I'm thinking we communicating and everything fine, and we're on the up and up. You know, he never told me he was married. He never said he had anything else going on, and I didn't see any alarming reasons for it. You know, like to look in because of how we were communicating, and then um, he just was saying strange things to me about how it's he stated like if the wife or the woman that he has, it was a past tense thing. He was like, oh, I was dating this woman who she doesn't do anything, and it was just like the weirdest thing to me. So I said, oh well, that's the type you men like, women who make them feel like they're a man because they're taking care of them. They don't want somebody who actually got emotion for themselves because it's like an insecure trait. Like we had a communication about this thing, and then one day he came and people come into your life wear a mask, and after a while, the mask falls off. And when that mask falls off and you see the true person, it's like, oh, you was fake all this time. So when I said that, you know, that I seen that he was a fake person, he like got upset and went against me for whatever reason. And then they out here doing some crazy ass dark magic on vibrant people. Like, I don't know how people send monitoring spirits and things like that to others, but they do that too. And I believe, I'm telling you, if I go and look at my business and I see that these people have used it or done something, I'm definitely pressing charges. I don't care to the most highest extent. Um, but I'm only saying this because he blatantly came out his face and told me, like, oh, I got to go out here and meet other women and, move around and live my life. And I'm only thinking he's saying it because he did so much time in the penitentiary that he feel like he don't want to be tied down or locked down, which that I understood. And I'm like, oh, okay, go ahead. But then on the back end, whatever he was trying to do to me must have backfired on him because he did end up getting incarcerated. And then while he was incarcerated, it was a group of people following me around, because they actually tried to take me out in my sleep. But the Most High saved me. Like I'm telling you, if people don't believe God is real, I am telling you testimony. I have a testimony of how God saved me and how this whole situation has really awakened my spiritual gifts from when I was a child. People don't want to listen. People don't want the real. I don't know what to say about it, but I don't know. People out here running around and living like God don't exist, and the devil has nothing to do with it. I'm telling you, when that energy surge kicked in and everything was happening, it was like you looking, and it's like the devil is nowhere to be found. These people really running off their own recognizance, like their own evil intentions and thoughts. Everybody want to have the title of the devil for whatever reason. The devil don't even want to have the title of itself. So again, he's fine. Like he a tall man, chocolate, low haircut. Like he was cute. Like you know what I mean? And it really allows himself to get caught up in some shit that he don't even want to be in anymore. Like he don't like what he do, but he's stuck in it because I don't know what people do when they go and sign these contracts with the dark arts. But all I'm saying is they also need to be careful about who they come in contact with because they don't know people bloodlines and how much the Most High favor them. I just felt like it was the need to say to the single women who out here thriving and working for yourself and understand you definitely want to make, be patient and make sure you check your person's background all around. You know what I mean? Because who they hang around, the job security they actually have, date them to actually know that they have their own residence by themselves. I won't say be quick to go to nobody residence, but what I will say is don't let nobody come to yours. Don't let them know where you work out at. Don't let them know where you like to eat. Don't let them know anything personal and security of yours until you're sure of who they are. Because there really is a group of men and women out here that's getting into situations with people just so they can ruin their life. I've come across it personally. And like I said, I thank God that I was able to combat against it. Like God was able to combat against it and save me. Because they out here looking and ready and willing to destroy people's lives to make it theirs. How they gain, merit off of hurting other people and doing what they do or delivering whatever they get from others to whatever deity or demonic, whatever they do. Okay, be careful because they out here doing shit to people, good people, people who on the come up. It really ain't no sound, and I'm doing all this talking and nobody could hear me. You gotta stop playing with me. Could you hear me now? Because I'm really up here giving a spill, and you just told me you can't hear me. That's all I had to say. I'm gonna log off. Hopefully it made some sound. If not, I don't know what to say. Alright, I'm gonna say it again because you're saying there is no sound. Let me. That's some bull. Let me turn this all the way up. Let me turn that up because I'm inside. I'm working. I'm working. So I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna say it again. I need everyone to be safe out here. There is a group of men and women. Shit, they probably recruited high school students. Okay, because I don't want to feel like I'm yelling. They probably recruited high school students as well. I want you all to know they are out here trying to mind control people, trying to how can I say this? I'm about to break this whole fucking story down, okay? There's a man who has a witch bitch from the islands. And when the motherfuckers say they from the islands, they from Haiti. Okay? When they say, oh, I'm from the islands, people who don't be wanting others to know they from Haiti because they know Haiti be dipping in that old crazy ass magic shit, right? Boom. Point of it is the female got a man out here who is getting interactions with single, vibrant, upcoming women to steal their fortune and their life source, literally in their sleep. They tried to get me. But when I tell you the Most High hand came down, boom, spirit came down and annihilated them. And that's when I like completely woke back up into my spiritual gifts. Listen, it's a real thing. So when I say, because at the same time it awakened me to my what my family and my son father was doing to me. That's a whole nother case. They were doing what they were doing to me, so I could come back to them for whatever reason. I don't know what that's about. Whatever. The dude who came into my life is actually married to some old witch bitch who is out here stealing people faces. Like this woman don't have a face. This woman don't have a proper body. This woman is like a fucking walking dead zombie out here just willing and able to take other people and wear them. Do you understand? Like she wears people. And this man blatantly came out his face and told me he has taken the mentality and life of doctors and lawyers. It's real. But when they came across me, she tried to actually like take me out. They even, I'm telling you, these people even know where I live, and I don't even care because I'm definitely gonna move. God telling me to move, and I'm gonna move. But I think they all caught up into some shit after what they've done to me, and everything that they've done has backfired. Because when I tell you, God hand first was in the mix of this situation. When I say God, I mean God. Okay. And when God came down and saved me from this people, because when it was all happening and they were trying to do whatever they was doing while I was in my sleep, it was like if I didn't keep my eyes on God, they would have really took me. But when God came from my right side and walked over, I'm telling you, I'm gonna keep saying it's God because it was literally the sun and the rainbow. Okay, literally, boom, the Most High come around, walking, looking, eyes, like didn't say a word. I ain't say a word. I'm just looking. It's looking at me, and I'm like. But then when I look on the other side, I see the disfigures of the woman coming. But it was like some weird shit. So God was showing me like how these people were so deceiving, because it showed me like a house with like white and gray interior. It was like the steps came down into the kitchen. Like I guess they were showing me these people houses. It was like the living room area and then a den area, and they were sitting there and everything was coming around. But as it was all coming around, it was like boom, I went up. And when I went up into the sky and the light being came to me. And the light being asked me, what do you want to know? What do you want to see? And I couldn't say anything. So then when I looked to my left, it showed me in the window the guy sitting at the table writing some stuff down with candles in front of him. Like these people were literally doing some type of candle magic against me, right? So then, boom, left out that scene. Next thing you know, um, in some holy, like pinkish cloud. Oh my God! When I tell you, it was so holy and beautiful. The feeling that came over me, I promise you, I probably was out, but it wasn't my time to go. Cause when I was up there, I'm telling you, it was very profound. I was up there, and I hear God's voice telling me, like, there is no religion, everything just is, and it's like everybody putting these titles on taking the wisdom and making it their own when they're all supposed to be shared to everyone. The world would be a better place if everyone stopped looking like, oh, I'm not going to do that because Islamics do it. Oh, I'm not going to do that because that's a Buddha thing. I'm not going to do that because that's Chinese history. No, no, baby, no. Everything is one. And the ones who understand that everything is one in the world are actually thriving in peace. That's why they like, oh, it's war here, war there. That's because those people don't want to thrive in peace. There is a part of the world who's actually living the Lemurian way. Okay. And I think it's everyone's duty to actually get into the essential nature of remembering your Lemurian way. And it really all starts from the 12 chakra alignments within our body. And I don't know, God is telling me that I need to teach more about it. Like I picked up all the books, and it's crazy because before all this happened into my life, I didn't know why I was so interested in like meditating and learning my chakras. Like it just came to me, and I just picked it up, and I believe it was a nice way to balance and get over the things that's happening outside of me. And it's crazy because today I really was parking my car, and I'm like intentional. It's like yes, this time around it's like everyone must be super intentional about everything they do. Like your mind has to really be aligned with what you speak, what you feel, what you know, your creativity, your security. You know what I mean? The crown, the throat, the heart, the solar plexus, the sacral chakra, and the root. But there are one that's a lot like two more that's 2 feet ahead of you, whereas it's the energy surge that really connect you to the universe, to where you must let go and be free. You know what I mean? But at the same time, when all this happened with these people who has come against me, I'm up here like, am I doing a disjustice by not spreading this to the world so people could actually be as safe? Because I'm telling you, this man spoke some shit on me and it was like everything went illuminated. You know what I mean? But me being who I am and how my mind is, it's like I'm not my body. I'm not like this physical form that people may see. Because inside of me, it's something so much more greater. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know. It's like God, the Most High, I'm not even fully assured. Well, I am. Okay? Because I got there. I'm telling you, I meditated. I don't know if I should be saying all this, but I'm telling you, when I went and meditated last time and I done went up to the other to home and there was a big ass gate right there and I kept asking, well, how do I get through the gate? And lately I am the key. So it's like I don't need anything outside of me for me to thrive and be happy and be in the land of helping and teaching, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what God taking me with this. I promise you, the Most High done messed me up with this one. I ain't never think I'd run across some crazy ass people like this, and then boom, I'm totally awakened to everything I am and who I am due to my whole life. My auntie putting some motherfucking spell over me to keep my gifts, you know, under wraps because I guess for all these years, she must was using it for herself too. I think my aunt is really a Mason. Like what they say, one of those stars. I don't know what the hell their names is because I ain't into that life. And it's crazy for me to just awaken to all this and having all these feelings and visions and being able to do what I'm able to do. It's like a newborn baby coming out knowing how to read, write, and walk and talk and everything else without knowing how am I able, like they looking like how you able to do that? You're not supposed to be doing that. You're a baby. And that's how I'm feeling. Like I'm not supposed to be doing any of this shit because I'm a baby. Like how did I fucking get here? In a whole new space, in a whole new world. And all this time out of my whole life, I can remember up till I was 6. Like when I turned 6, that's when I remember kind of like always feeling like I'm fighting with myself. You know what I mean? But for some reason now it's like my ears is open. Like I hear every damn thing. I've been I ain't even gonna say I'm just starting to hear, but I've been able to do so. It's just now it's on a million. And now I understand why I have the abilities to do so. You understand, you know? And it's not just me being able to do so. I believe like everyone could be able to do it. So I'm just gonna say, as I'm learning and going, I guess I'll be teaching and showing others how to get there and do it. So I'm definitely gonna start with learning to open up your chakras and letting the universe guide you. Cause I'm telling you, I started eating crazy and I couldn't understand why. It's like people was putting beauty spells and everything on me. Like this ain't my motherfucking face. No, it's my face. It's my face. It's my face. But yeah, I felt a lot of shit happening. I felt a lot of things happening to me. But it's not about me. It's really about this group of people that's out here, and I believe they have teenagers. Like somebody messed with a child. There's a man, woman, somebody out here that sexually, not even gonna say assaulted, but had intercourse with a child, a teenager. This is what's coming to me. Somebody had sex with a teenager, and they got the hooks in a teenager, and that teenager don't know what the fuck is going on with them. But they're out here in lustful energy, and they're out here ready to turn all this shit that's happened and put it on the children. I'm telling you, somebody about to try to mess up the future, like wholeheartedly. People better get their damn kids and make sure they have control of them, men and women, because a lot of people out here doing things the unthinkable and think it's just them doing it. When there's people out here who learned some fucking mental magic and really out here forcing themselves into people's psyches. Where they learned this at, I have no idea. I feel like somebody learned some ancient magic they weren't supposed to learn. Somebody gave something so valuable that can actually help others to the wrong people. And these people ain't using it to help others. They using it for their own material freaking gain. I'm gonna keep saying this because I don't want anyone who may come across this page to not be aware of what's happening out here. So when I say that, I mean like life is not crazy. Life is beautiful. It's the people that's in it. Like it's good and bad, light and dark, black and white, up and down. Everything always have its opposite. The opposite though is trying to be not so much of an opposite. They're trying to be more of a this is life is crazy and life is not crazy. They want it to be that way. They want to say, "Oh, I'm the most powerful is, dark person here on this earth." You see how Diddy got round up after so long of doing everything to somebody. Shit, maybe they went to a Diddy party and learned this shit. That's why people be leaving. You understand? Maybe that shit went from, oh my gosh, what if that shit is connected? Because they really have some shit where they could really human traffic people and everything. Because they even gave a guy my number. I ain't even know. And the dumb nigga sent his picture to me and I took that shit right to the police. Like, nigga, I don't know you. And then didn't even know my damn name. Didn't even say my name right. And then gonna turn around. I gotta get my sea moss for real. I don't like this. My eyes puffy. I need to get some rest and some sea moss. And then gonna turn around and tell me I gave him my number and if we could meet up, what gym I go to. Like he just start asking all these personal questions like they just wanted to show up where I was at. And then these people was ugly. Like they really look fucking demonic. Like I don't know what the hell the case was, but these people really fucked with the right one at the wrong. I mean, fucked with the wrong one at the right time. That's what I meant to say. But yeah, these people had followed me even to my spa. Like I ain't been to my spa since some motherfucking people been in there. But I need to get back because the girl needs, her relaxation. Like look at this. I've been stressing, not stressing, but not, keeping up on my beauty like I usually do. So it's time for me to get back. Like bitch, I ain't listen. Okay. Oh, why? Thank you, but no, I'm telling you, these people really out here, and they are trying to tear up the land. And I'm telling you, maybe they went to a Diddy party. Maybe somebody, maybe they say, oh, you better leave Diddy party after hours or some shit. Maybe somebody learned some wicked shit for real. I don't want to keep saying it's Diddy, but maybe somebody learned some wicked shit for real. Because they really do mind manipulation, and they really try to take you over. They really try to make it seem like they're a god or something. Like they try to appear in your mind and your head like they're God. But I thank God that I have built such a strong relationship with my God. You understand, with the Most High, that nothing can waver it. I'm too good. You understand? And that's where they messed up, because I don't know who. He even said, he like, why they lying on you? For you to know that you out here asking questions about me and people lying on me, and they giving you false narratives about who I am because I don't let them run me up and you just came around. It's like you believed them and had to find out the hard way that I'm a good person. Ooh, excuse me. That I'm a good person, and you came against a good one and listened to lies that people told you about me and set yourself up for the okey doke failure at the end of the day. And one thing about me, I'ma talk my okay. So yeah, it's a group of people out here that's running ratchet. Somebody had to mess with somebody's child for that shit to be in the schools. I'm telling you, it's saying something in the school system, something dealing with teenagers and the youth. Somebody out here doing something to the children right now. People, if y'all listen to this and come across this, grab your babies. Make sure they ain't got lustful energy. Make sure they honing themselves. Make sure they introduce back to the Most High. Okay, because that's what's happening. There's a group of people trying to take over the minds of brilliant people, nice people, or people they think they can control, people they think that's naive, but they in it for the money. So please take care of yourselves, because people out here going far and wide to get practitioners to do dirty work on good people. But people, again, they learned their lesson, because you don't know who people are out here. Shit, most people, especially Americans, Black Americans, because they keep saying Afro Americans and all this, that, and the third. Listen, there are Black Americans here in America before African, gave the slaves to over here. And maybe that's why they went to get the slaves, because black people that was in America wasn't going to be nobody motherfucking slave. Because I tell you, they keep talking about know your family line and do this, that, and the third. Shit, from the time I know, my grandmother, my great grandmothers, and my grandfathers, great grandfathers always had their land, always knew how to plant their own food, own stores. Like, that's how I can't relate to certain things that people be talking about. Just because you see me in my dark skin, not gonna mean you're gonna take away the history I know of myself and my family. Okay? Period. So with that being said, they keep saying know this and know that. Listen, my family lived longevity. Grandmama 99. I remember I was sitting on my grandmother lap. Okay, my great grandmother lap, because they owned a tobacco field. I was sitting on my grandmother lap, and she up there chewing that tobacco. I didn't know what the hell that black shit was. She was always spitting out her mouth. I just remember I was like 3. I'm telling you, I remember being 3 years old with my great grandmother. And at that time, she was 99, I believe. Like, my family lived past the age of 100. I didn't know what it was. My family lived past the age of 100 out this mug, okay? And like I said, they own stores, tobacco fields, own property, own land, still have houses, still have things. But, when certain family members get a hold of it, they be greedy, and people ain't really right. So this time around, I know I gotta do for my own. But I ain't here to talk about ish. I'm here to get the insight on a group of people, and when they beady black. There is no color in it. Okay? So you look at my eyes, just know them eyes that be beady black, those aren't real people. They have been taken over by freaking entities. Okay? Those are like vessels that allow other things to come into their body and take it over. Why and how they into something like that, I have no idea. It has nothing to do with me. But I'm just saying, be careful with who you encounter. Okay? I'm gonna say it again. Most High told me from August to April, 9 months. Take this time to be intentional to work on the life you want and see for yourself. That's what we are. That's what we're doing. I'm gonna catch you again with another story. If it's anything else that needs to come up that needs to be said, I guess I'll go live to do it again because my phone keeps saying it's full. I don't know what that's about. I'm not gonna keep going back and forth about that. I'm not even gonna get into my family spiel about how I got a head witch bitch who up here used her friend years ago who is inside of the insurance company who went around to all the family members and everybody, got all their names, their children, got everybody to sign up for this insurance company. But I cut that shit when it first started, when it first came. Point of it is, she got everybody everything. And when I tell you she out here knocking the family off for her and her kid and their kids to have the money and act like they doing something for people, they and she thinks she's smart about it too. Maybe that's why they really tried to come after me on some real crazy shit because I know what's happening. She is killing the family off for insurance money. No one is safe. And then they doing some energy ciphering too. I didn't like it's crazy how much everybody out here doing witchcraft and hoodoo voodoo on everybody and putting it all in the food and everything. Like that's what I'm saying. I ain't eating shit else unless it come from my damn hands. I ain't like fast food restaurant. None of that shit don't make no sense. I ain't even gonna get that deep into it. But after knowing what I know and seeing what I see and what God put in me, I know I have to stay away from everything and everybody after this for a moment. Like I said, God said, go and nurture yourself like you a 9 month baby being reborn into the world. And that's where I am. I just had to get this spilled because shit real out here. And I just, I can't believe they just downloaded me. This is crazy. And I just hope that this could reach someone and they can actually and it can actually save their lives, especially if you're a vibrant woman anywhere. I don't care where you are in the world. It's not for you to be in fear, but it's for you to be aware, take your time, and be patient. Like, even if you have been single for a while, do not just run and jump into anything. Take your time, because it could cost you your life and everything you worked hard for. So, yeah, be careful. Love yourself. Nobody else will.